line.
My God.
And you were right. Canyon's going to lock it away. The Lee Sin, definitely jungle Milio. So we've got that locked in. This is a draft.
Is it actually any?
You know, the last time we've been recently seeing a lot of Marin, and Marin actually decided that Annie was the hard counter to Na back in 2015.
Okay,
I believe it wasn't.
But
we've seen a lot of people experimenting with this, with the Annie top.
I feel like
not great.
I feel like they would swap back as well. I also feel like,
yeah, there we go. Swap back. There we go.
So yeah, it's also you get counterpicked in.
Has certainly been on the other end of the jack stick, which is sometimes difficult to deal with.
I've never been to the cheese market in Cada. No, I've never been.
Oh.
Even though it's like a rich piece of Dutch history, yeah.
And it's one of my favorite cheeses, just for sandwiches as well.
Yeah, no, I mean, I love the cheese. I've heard that as a...
All right, Rascal, can you get another solo is the question. The chains do connect, and Cada is flashing the leap strike. Going to come forward, and there it is. Solo kills, and Cada's going to try and catch up immediately afterwards, but that's first blood going over to Rascal.
The downside here, Rascal already TP'd, and Cada didn't, so...
No.
Yeah, I don't think that's the best of trade. You will offset it a little bit with the fact that you did pick up the first blood gold, which is a small boon, but trading evenly, not the end.
Still somewhat scary, but Static Shiv means that Cada will just be able to ignore him pretty soon. There's the flash forward, the bear comes down, the Q is going to land, and a very comfortable kill for Canyon here in the mid lane. You love to see it, and D+, they have said that we want to play more towards that top side. We feel like maybe that is what our identity needs to be. Maybe it isn't play through deft and look for those victories. You can see that Canyon going to start it off at least with extra damage as Rascal does get away. Still pretty scary as this Jax. D+ trying to grab this solo Hextech Drake. And it is going to be an Ocean Soul, so a very pretty Rift, although they're not the most impactful Soul.
And this is the problem. Rascal looking for these all-ins is nice, as this is a good bait. Ooh, Cada might be caught off guard here. Does have his flash available.
He does.
No W.
Just going to come over and try and get these minions. There's the flash out of the way from the stun. Juhan, successful gank as he moves towards the top side, but it's not going to alleviate it too much here. Kind of goes back, and look at this. I mean, they're just demolishing everywhere that Juhan isn't.
Yeah, I was going to praise Juhan, because I think the flash being down for Cada actually is big, because any distortion that is now down, Rascal has a flash counter-strike opportunity, and there's no counterplay for Cada, right? He can't flash away. But, as you so very rightly point out, Juhan shows, and then D+ like, oh, okay, well, that's your mid-turret gone, and that's, of all the turrets to go, definitely the one that's going to hurt the most.
And then as you're looking down at the mid lane, you then realize, oh wait, our top lane's also going to go. And so that's 5 plates mid, 4 right now, but probably going to be 5 also on the top side. This is, he just lose, and yeah, he will.
Yeah.
Cada comes on over, going to grab the last plate, and goes back to the distortion, but they've probably caught him out here. Cada probably caught greeting as they dive on him. They will be able to pick up the kill. Nicely punished here by DRX, but it is still a lot of money going over to the LeBlanc.
And
then not pretty quickly. Of course, somewhat stationary are Showmaker and Deft and Kellen. There could be some funny business in these team fights with the LeBlanc and Lee Sin. And I think they are going to be the answers here for D+ if they want to get anything done.
Keep on pushing.
Yep.
Keep trying to go for every single objective you can find on the map. As DRX should be looking for a 5v5 contest here.
Hook is going to land there onto Canyon. He will be knocked up. Showmaker comes around now, finds a big Tibbers. Canyon's back in, and Barrel's going to go down. Now Deft is going to try and clean this one up, but he's going to have to flash over the wall because Fate dives in. Showmaker's still there, though. He's been ignored. He's got full health as Rascal dives on top of Cada, and he might be able to pick this up, but Distortion is so frustrating, and Paddock is going to go down. Rascal is successfully avoided by the top laner of D+, and now Showmaker finds yet another stun. I think he's picking up a POG for his Annie performance. I don't want to get ahead of myself or anything like that, but he's looking pretty good here. And D+, they are going to win the fight. They'll grab themselves the Rift Herald, and now they'll look to get even.
Pretty important for them that they don't lose Baron. I think as soon as you lose Baron, the game is actually completely done. Oh, Rascal. Is this a repeat of the Kana play?
Well, he is going to get the first turret for DRX. They are not going to be turretless this game, but they will be Jaxless for the next little while.
That's Soul.
Yeah.
They might go Baron, but
it might be Baron. As that's a great buffer of the hook, but Beryl is still dead. Cross shot going to be flying forward, and there is the volley to finish it off. So 2 kills. And that should mean definitely that this Drake is going to go down. Parak is looking for Cada.
Might as well try to get a kill
Voidseeker is
here.
going to miss. It means that he's not going to come forward. And oh my goodness, the Severum value is insane, but Cada is still going to be able to make it out. That was a flex play. I mean, DK, they're going to take the Baron.
Yeah, no, they lose. That was a cool play,
but that was
Parak,
cool.
man.
Looked
Wow.
really cool, man, didn't it?
He was like, no, I have the sustain.
And they deny the soul?
Huge.
But they lose Baron. And now Showmaker is going to look for a little bit more here as
so
Teleport is
bad.
going to come forward.
Unless?
Cozy Campfire as
Oh.
they are going to take the inner turret in the middle. There's a lot of this.
They're
like,
not dead. They're alive.
They are definitely alive. Canyon may not be alive. As there's the kick. Oh, he waits for the counter-strike, kicks him away, and Taxi's on top. Is he going to win a 1v1 against the Jax? I guess the Jax is very far behind, and so yes, he will. Canyon, just FYI, pretty good at
Man,
he's 4-0-4.
when you get a free cap right, you don't give him 1 star, okay? Come on.
Oh,
As Rascal goes down, and now, as mentioned, as soon as Baron comes through, not gonna have a good time.
Errol is dead once again. Out of the fountain, into the furnace, into the death chamber, I guess is how it kind of goes. And D+, they're done with this game. They won out, and I think they're going to go via the enemy Nexus in order to get there. Looks like they will, they'll dot an eye or two as they take down this inhibitor. But just a little bit too far behind our DRX. D+, they're making it work. This top lane LeBlanc. It was a very tricky draft. It wasn't a very honest 1v1, let's just say that. As we're straight back into the action, Barrel's dead once again. He's going to be blocked as Canyon is going to kick him in the face, and the Nautilus will go down. Looks for Juhan. He heartbreakers, but it's not going to be enough.
Oh.
As there goes the Viego. Canyon diving on forward. It's a double kill here for Canna as Fate is just going to get chopped up. And Rascal, last man standing underneath his Nexus turrets. Canyon gets on in there, the Gore Drinker doing a bunch of work. As Showmaker, he's got a whole bunch of minion friends, but it looks like this Nexus is not long for the world. And D+, a dominant victory over DRX here in game number 1. We'll see whether they can keep it up for game 2, which was the problem in round 1, but so far, looking absolutely fantastic.
And in this one, D+ uses one of their trademark moves.